Hi guys, so today we're going to have a look at the Uphold platform app, and the way that I'm going to structure the video is I'm going to firstly talk about security, because I know that's the first question that I tend to have before I look at an app or anything like that. So I'm going to address that first, then I'm going to tell you what it is and what I like, what I don't like, and then a walkthrough of the app. So that's how I'm going to structure it. As you can see, this video is sponsored by Uphold, but as with everything else, as I've said a million times before, but just in case you're new here, before I agree to any sort of sponsored videos or partnerships with brands, I do check that I'm happy to partner with the brand, that I'm happy with their security, with the way they work and all of that. So I do that research before I agree to do any sort of videos. And of course, I do highlight that it will be an honest review, because what you guys think and my reputation is far more important to me than money. Okay, so first things first, the security aspect. So the first question I always ask and I always check is the company registered with the FCA? And Uphold is registered with the FCA, so that's all good. When it comes to the FSCS compensation, they aren't registered for that, but actually neither are a lot of platforms, a lot of investment platforms. So that for me wasn't necessarily a reason not to use it. The other thing to mention that is really cool, and from the research I did before agreeing to do this video, I noticed that a lot of people were talking about this, and it's the fact that they are 100% reserved. So you can see here, the Uphold platform is always 100% reserved. Now, if you're wondering what that means, it essentially means that if at any time all of their customers wanted to take out their money that they have as cash, they would be able to do so, which technically doesn't happen in a lot of banks, because most banks loan out your money and work on the basis that not everyone will want their money all of the time. So if, for example, all of the bank's customers would go and say, I want my money right now, they wouldn't be able to pay out. So that's what reserve banking is. Whereas Uphold is 100% reserved. That means that everyone could say tomorrow they want their cash out and they would be able to do that, which is actually pretty cool. And they also use two-factor authentication and encryption. So there's that too. So let's have a look at what Uphold actually is. So Uphold is essentially a multi-asset digital money platform offering financial services to a global market. They have an anything to anything trading experience that enables customers to trade directly between asset classes with embedded payments. Essentially, it means that you can fund your account, you can send money to family and friends, you can trade between cryptocurrencies really easily, which I think you don't get necessarily as easily with other platforms. I'm not an expert on crypto, I'm going to highlight that, but I have used other platforms for crypto trading. So essentially, they are a platform where you can hold multiple currencies, you can buy crypto, and also you have a card that you can use. So you can order a physical card or you can just use the digital card. And essentially what it does is it gives you cash back in XRP. So you may have seen adverts floating around about this, but it works like a cashback card where for every transaction you get cashback in XRP. Now, they do have different services for different parts of the world. You can see here they've got global, EU, UK, US. There's different regulations in different countries, so I assume this is to make sure that they are following those regulations in every country. So if we look at the UK one, just to make sure, because my biggest audience is obviously in the UK, but if you're interested and you're in one of the other countries, just have a look at what's available for you, because there may be more. Now, as I mentioned, it's always 100% reserved. They publish their assets and liabilities in real time, and they are domiciled and licensed in the US, UK, and EU. They never loan out customer money, which is part of that reserve funding, and they're subject to regular US state audits. So if we look at the products and services, you can see here that they've got 250 plus cryptocurrencies, including altcoins and stablecoins. So if we have a quick look at that, we've got, you can see here, a very long list And some of these are ones that you can't get on the mainstream platforms, which is really cool because with some of these, I had to go through a very painful process of buying them. Like here, you've got Pancake Swap and things like that. So I was using, I can't even remember the platform name now, but it was so confusing and so complicated that I essentially gave up on buying all the smaller coins because it was just painful. And like I said, I'm not an expert, but I really like having a small part of my portfolio in these like smaller coins. So it's really cool that they have them available. And once I have a bit more disposable income, I'm definitely going to be making use of this because at the moment, you know, I'm building my house, so I don't have much sort of disposable income that I can just put towards risky investments like crypto, because you can't say that crypto is not a risky investment. But as I said, I want like 10% of my portfolio to be crypto. So yeah, basically a lot of things here. And then you've got the stable coins as well. Staking as well, you can get up to 13% on your staked crypto, and then business, which I won't be talking about. And then the Uphold card, which basically is a physical card and a digital card, as I mentioned, where you can get up to 100 £100 cash back paid per month in XRP. So this is how it looks. Now this is also one of my favorites because, as you know, I spend a lot of time in Poland and there are no foreign transaction fees here. So 0% foreign transaction fees, unlike most banks. You can spend crypto directly from your wallet, which again is really cool. You can get 4% cash back if you spend crypto and 2% if you're just using national currencies. And there's no annual fees for it. So again, pretty cool. Now, I've ordered my physical card. There is a fee of £10 to get the card, but as I said, there's also the digital version that you can just add to like your Apple Wallet or I assume Google Pay. I had the option to add it to my Apple Wallet. So I'm definitely excited to try that out. And once I've tried and tested, seen whether it works everywhere and all of that, I will do a second video. So you can see frequently asked questions. Can I use the card abroad? We encourage it. Extremely low foreign exchange rates. What currencies can I spend? You can spend any national currency in your Uphold wallet. If you have other assets you'd like to spend, simply convert them into a national currency first. What can I buy? Almost anything. Card can be used anywhere. MasterCard is accepted, which is pretty good. Okay, so a quick list of what I like and what I don't like, and then I'm just going to take you through what the app actually looks like. So in terms of what I like, I've sort of mentioned things throughout the video, but just as a summary, firstly, they are regulated by the FCA. Secondly, that they have 100% reserve, which is, I think, really important. Thirdly, I like that you can trade anything to anything, which is really cool. I've not yet used the option, but as I get more familiar and as I start putting more into crypto again, I will let you know how that goes, how smoothly that goes. I think the app is fairly clean, which to me is important because when I've used, I think it's like Trust Wallet and all of those apps, like I get so confused with what I'm doing, and I swear to God, I have lost, I can't remember how much it was. I think it was about £500 because I didn't click the right thing and then it just went poof. So I sent it to the wrong place basically. And then I tried to get in touch and I tried to recover it and then it didn't work. So for me, so far so good in that it hasn't been as confusing using Uphold. And lastly, the card with the cashback and the being able to use it abroad without any additional fees. As far as I'm aware, you should be able to get cashback on transactions abroad as well, which is really cool. I'll need to use the card to check how it goes with like exchange rates and stuff to see whether it's worth using. But like I said, I've ordered the card. I don't have it yet. So all of that will come later. And then in terms of things I don't like, there's pretty much only one so far, which is that there's a fee when you're doing transactions that are less than 250, I think, something like that. We'll have a look when we go through the app. But essentially, if you're trading small amounts, you'll have higher fees, which obviously if you have more spare money and more cash, then it's not as much of an issue. But for me with the house build at the moment, I am literally, when it comes to crypto, putting in like £10 here, £10 there, just because I can't spare more than that until the house is finished, but generally pretty happy. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual app. Okay, so I can't show you a screen recording because I think they have some sort of security on the app where I can't screen record when I'm in the app. It's just pitch black. And I've checked and the app works when I don't have a screen recording on. And then when I turn on the screen recording, it goes pitch black. So the way that I'm going to do this is show you screenshots. So this is the homepage. As you can see, I have £22 in it at the moment, of which £12 is in XRP and £10 is in the general GBP account. Now, I've put that in there because I want to test out the card when it arrives, and I assume it's going to use my GBP account. So the way that it essentially works, actually the one thing to mention as well, you can see here trailing stop order, which is also really cool. So it's basically an automated order that means you can benefit from price upside and protect yourself from the downside. The way that a trailing stop works is based on a percentage, I believe, rather than just as an actual price. So that's also really cool. I don't use stuff like this personally, but I think a lot of people do. So it's really good for those people. Now you can see here, this is the anything to anything transaction screen. So you can select your source and then it looks like this. So I can say from my GBP account, I want to buy, let's just go with Bitcoin for now. So let's say I want to spend £5 on Bitcoin. This is what it looks like. And then you can see here, here's that exchange fee that I was talking about. And then you just go preview trade. It looks like this. And then you just go confirm trade. And that is literally it. And then you can see it at the bottom there, Bitcoin, £4.15, because obviously it's taken the fee. So that's pretty much what it looks like. Sorry, I wasn't able to show you a screen recording. I guess it's good that they don't allow screen recording on the app, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Like I said, I will try out more and I'll try out the app and then I'll try out the card and then I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, so far so good. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.